when you don't have a Kadosh Baruch Hu, you look for emptiness. You're looking for a car. You get the car. Okay. Now I have the car. What do? Oh, drive the car. Yeah, but I was really a lot more excited about this car before I bought it. Now I want to return it. Why? I don't know. I want a new car. Because I already have this car for a month. That's what happens with rich people. You buy a car, you get the car, you're excited before you get the car, you finally get the car, you waited a year for this car because it's like one of those fancy schmancy cars. You're on a waiting list for a year, you tell all your friends you're on a waiting list. Oh, you're not on a waiting list? Oh, you should be on a waiting list. Wait. Finally you get the car, 10 minutes after you get the car, you're bored already. Why? It still drives. Nothing changed. Okay, house. Took you 3 years to build a house. And the kitchen, you got the marble from Italy, and the floor from Jamaica, and the ceilings from Honolulu, and all these different parts. Finally you built the house, and next thing you know, okay, you still sleep in a bed, you're still going on the bathroom and the toilet, and you're still using a little stool to eat. That's it. Same thing. House, you finished. Yeah, what about all that fancy stuff you have? You have a fountain that comes out, and the lights, and the beams, and the movie theater. You go, yeah, I don't use that stuff. Why don't you use that stuff? He goes, who has time? Who has time to use the fountain in the bowling alley? And who has time for that stuff? I go to sleep in the bed. I go to the bathroom and the toilet. And you eat on a little stool with a little plate, plastic plate, because you don't feel like washing the dishes. The whole house, $1 million house, $5 million house, $10 million house becomes meaningless a week after you're in it. I know I had it. I had a $4 million apartment on the 35th floor, 400 square foot balcony. My apartment was bigger than most people's houses. It meant nothing. So little it meant to me. Even at that time, I never really cared for that stuff. I didn't even care to buy window shades. Who has time to buy window shades? People came to the house and said, oh, you just moved here? I'm like, no, I live here 5 years already. Because where's the furniture? I goes, well, it's time to buy furniture. Nice house, though. Yeah, nice house. Meaningless. It's all meaningless. People chase their whole life. They chase money. They chase girls. They chase guys. They chase cars. They chase the emptiness of the atom. They chase nothing. That's the worst part of life without a Kadosh Baruch Hu. Your whole life you're chasing nothing. Nothing. You chase money. You have it. So what? You have money. What do you think? If you have money, you have $10 million, $20 million. What do you think? You count the money all day like Uncle Scrooge in the cartoons? 1, 2. What do you think? You swim in it? You have a little cave and you go and jump inside it with a gold coin? No, it's in a bank. It's digital. You have an account on a computer. Look on your phone. Okay, whether you have $3,000 like me or you got $400 million, you still have the same account on the phone. It still means nothing. It's still digital. You don't even have the cash anymore. Who walks around with $1 million? Nobody. It's nothing. Oh, okay, I need to buy stuff. Okay, so use the PayPal, use the credit card, or use some application to go buy something. Well, so you buy something. Big deal. But what did you give up for that money? You gave up your wife, you gave up your kids, you gave up your life, you gave up everything. You're 80 years old. By the time you want to spend the money, you die. Meaningless. That's the worst part of the Alma Dashika. That's the worst part of the world of lies. Your whole life, you're chasing nothing. And you only realize it's nothing when it's too late. On the other hand, you could be like Joshua here. He already started doing Teshuva 4 years ago. 4 years ago when I met him. Baruch Hashem. He has Torah already right now. He already knows what the emet is right now. He already knows what he wants right now. That's what we got to be. We got to be like Joshua. We got to keep learning Torah all day, all night. Why? Because the more you learn, the more Kadosh Baruch Hu you have. The more Kadosh Baruch Hu you have, that's the point. That's life. That's everything. Money, no money, okay. It's another atom. That's it. That's all it is. That, I think, is the most important question and important answer. If you have to understand, without a Kadosh Baruch Hu says you're simply walking dead. There's no life. Why? Whatever you're chasing, you're going to find out that once you get it, it was a trap. It was nothing. You chased it, you got it, you're bored. You need something else. Rabbi Yochanan says there's a evar katan in the body. There's a small member in the male body. Masbi'o raev V'marivo savea. Someone that feeds it is always hungry. Someone that starves it is full. He says, what is that? It's the male sex member. It's the male member. Why? He says, the more you satiate it, the more you use your male member, you're always going to need more girls, more you, more this, more. It's never going to be enough until you kill yourself. But if you starve it, you only do it at a time with your wife, and she's kosher, she went to the mikveh, and so on, guess what? You're always going to be happy. You're always going to be content. You're never going to complain about that part of your life. Every time you're together, it's going to be like Gan Eden, like your chuppah, Yishtabach Shimo, you're the happiest person in the world. Yeah, but how come this superstar in Hollywood, he's replacing wives every other day? What happened? Because he's constantly satiating. He's constantly. He never has enough. And that's what the Gemara says. And that's what Rabbi Nachman Breslov says. Person that's promiscuous, person that's immoral, what happens is first he starts with himself. Then he's promiscuous with the opposite sex. Then it's not enough. It's not enough taboo. He starts going with the same sex. Then it's not enough. He starts going to these protests over here, these gay pride parades. And after he realizes that's not enough, he starts going with animals. There are over 3 million people. 1% of the U.S. population admit that they're with animals. They're intimate with animals, like Bilam HaRasha, like Nebuchadnezzar. In the Torah and the Tanakh, it's nothing new. Homosexuality is nothing new. Bestiality is nothing new. It's in the Tanakh. All these Reshaim, Nebuchadnezzar was a homosexual constantly, and on top of it with animals. Belshazzar, his wife was a dog. Bilam, his wife was a donkey. Why would a king, so powerful, multi-billionaire, go with a donkey? Why would he go with a dog? Why? Because, Rabotai, Torah says, you don't have him yet, you're going to constantly look for more of nothing. More of nothing. When in reality, all you need is a Kadosh Baruch Hu. You have a Kadosh Baruch Hu, you listen to his rules, you're going to know how to treat every part of your body, every part of your mind, every part of your life. And you're always going to be happy. Always. Stress is only something that people that do not have the God of Israel have. You have stress, that means you have a little bit less Hashem. Doesn't mean you don't have anything at all, but the more stress you have, the less God you have. The more God you have, the less stress you have. Doesn't mean you don't have any problems. No, you have problems. But you know God's the one that gave it to you. So it's a little more God today. You have extra God today. You have extra Hashem today. Why? He gave you more problems today. Shtabach Shimo. Shtabach Shimo. That's what you got to get to. You got pain? Oh, Shtabach Shimo. I got more pain. I got more Hashem. Hashem wants my attention. I'm suffering in pain. Baruch Hashem. You care enough about me to remind me that I have an arm, that I have a leg, that I have a back, that I have a stomach, because it all hurts. I forgot I had a stomach until it hurt. I forgot I had a back until it hurt. Who thinks about their back? Did any of you guys think about your back today? You thought about it. You know why? Because it hurts you. That's why. That's why you thought about your back. But the average guy didn't think about his back. Why? Because it didn't hurt. You have pain, say, I have an arm. That's why I know I have an arm. Why? It hurts. Sometimes HaKadosh Baruch Hu gives me such a present, he makes my entire body hurt. I say, I have a body. I have a body. It hurts. How many people wake up in a day and say, Baruch Hashem, I have a body? Most people are like, I need to lose some weight. I need to lose some weight. Lose some weight. You have a body. You have a nose and it works. You have ears, you have eyes, they work. More Kadosh Baruch Hu. More Kadosh Baruch Hu. All of this, Rabotai, starts with recognizing that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is everything. As soon as you realize he's everything, you start fearing. You fear HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Why? Because he's in charge of everything. But the more you have, the more Yirat Shamayim you have, you start getting to know Hashem more. You start Hashem is involved in every part of your life. You start falling in love with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. You can't skip steps. You can't skip steps. It starts with the basics, and then you little by little go up and up. Bezrat Hashem, one day we'll go up. Bezrat Hashem, one day we're going to graduate. We're going to do something good in our life. But the reality is you have to start little by little. Little by little, you start with fear of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. The more you have of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the less you're going to need from this world. That's why you see the biggest tzaddikim in the world. You see the Rav Kanievsky. You see Rav Kaduri. You see his father, the Stipler Gaon. You see Baba Sali. All these big tzaddikim. You see their houses. You'd say maybe a homeless shelter looks better than this house. But you look at them, you look at their face, happiest people on earth. One time I saw a picture, my friend sent me a picture of Rav Kanievsky learning Torah. And now, Rav Kanievsky, Baruch Hashem, you could get a lot of pictures of him learning Torah. But once in a while, you see Rav Kanievsky, he gets like chidush, and you see how his face lights up. You see his face, and it's like, that's happiness. You're not seeing any parties, any bells, any funny hats. No. You see happiness. I said, that's what happiness looks like. Why? He has a Kadosh Baruch Hu. That's his whole life. It's a Kadosh Baruch Hu. That's it. Now, what do you think? He got there by not being afraid of Hashem? You think he got there by breakdancing in the middle of the streets with his truck? Dun, Rabbi this, Rabbi that? No. He got it by learning Torah, doing mitzvot, adding more and more of Hashem into his life. The more you have a Kadosh Baruch Hu, the less you care about the house and the jingle bells over here and all the lights and what shade and what this. Who cares about that stuff? Because you realize it's all nothing. It's all nothing. Can you enjoy stuff? Sure, go enjoy it, no problem. But remember, the more you enjoy this world, the less room you're giving for Kadosh Baruch Hu. Be'ezrat Hashem, this will give us a little needed lesson. Perhaps I needed it, you needed it, somebody needed it, because I said it, and Hashem gives me the words to say. This gives us a needed shiur of really what's important in life. Because all of us have had these questions, either today, yesterday, tomorrow. All of us have these questions. What's the point? What's the purpose? Why am I here? Why is it so tough? Why is it not tough? Why is it tougher for him? Why is it easier for him? Everybody looks at all types of things. It's reality. This is the answer of all answers. It's the purpose of life. Now, you can try it the hard way and keep chasing nothing. Or you can listen to somebody that had a few things in his life, and I tell you, whether you get it or not, nothing's going to change. Money does not change your problems. All it does is allows you to arrive to your problems with limo. That's it. The only thing that's going to change your life in a positive way is HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Only thing that's going to make you happy is HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Only thing that's going to give you a purpose is HaKadosh Baruch Hu. That's it. Everything else is a trap. Everything else is emptiness, like the atom. But it looks full. It looks complete. You can keep trying to chase it, but you're wasting time. Why? Why waste time? Learn as much as you possibly can. Add HaKadosh Baruch Hu to as many parts of your life as you possibly can imagine. And I promise you, you will be not only the person that's happier, but you'll be the person that everyone admires and everyone wants to be like. Because everyone is looking for what you already have. And that way you could be the biggest Kiruv personality just by your existence. They see you and they want to be. They're going to ask you, how are you so happy? How do you, what are you, you don't have money for rent? How are you so happy? How come you don't have any anxiety? Say, I have a Kadosh Baruch Hu. When he wants to give me the money for rent, I'll have the money for rent. Until then, I have him in different ways. What's the question? Be'ezrat Hashem, give us enough chizuk. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Baruch Hashem. Baruch Adonai L'olam. Amen ve'amen.
אני מברך את הרבנים, רגע. אני מברך את הרבנים, הרב ירון ראובן, הרב אפרים כחלון, ראשי ארגון בעזרת השם, שהלכו בפי עליון, שעלו מעלה, יהיה להם ברכה והצלחה, הקדוש ברוך הוא ימלא בישועות ליבם לטובה ולברכה, שבכל אשר יפנו ישכילו ויצליחו, יזכו לעשות כאלה וכאלה, הודיעו תורה לאדירה, אמן ואמן.
בעזרת השם רשת בכל הארץ. הוא היהודי הזה, הוא היה מיליונר, סגר את כל הביזנס, אמר אני משקיע פה בעולמה של תורה.
איפה הוא גר?
בפלורידה.
פלורידה. איפה זה פלורידה? באמריקה.
במיימי. כן, ליד. אנחנו שם עכשיו הולכים להקים קהילה ספרדית.
חזק אותו בשמי.
קהילה ספרדית גדולה.
תעבירו מה שבירכתי אותו.
כן, קהילה ספרדית גדולה.